life-threatening floods from Texas to Illinois. Storms dropping up to a foot of rain in some areas, shutting down roads and highways. Rob Marciano on the scene there in Ardmore, Oklahoma with the latest. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, Amy. A frightening and heartbreaking scenario unfolding last night. The creek you see behind me, even higher than it is now, was up and over this bridge. And at 9 p.m., a young 2-year-old girl swept downstream. Tremendous rain in the wake of Tropical Storm Bill. So many creeks and rivers rising across several states.
Overnight, 3 Texas teens rescued from raging floodwaters in San Antonio. First responders trying to reach them by ladder as they huddled on the roof of their SUV. But when it became completely swamped, they were forced to swim to nearby trees, where rescuers were able to reach them by boat. This morning, the 3 teens are okay, but shaken. Torrential rain from Tropical Storm Bill surging north, tragedy striking in Oklahoma.
At some point, they got swept away by the water.
Powerful floodwaters here in Ardmore, sweeping a toddler out of her father's arms. This morning, rescuers suspending the search. In Turner Falls Park, floodwaters rampaging through trees and nearly over that fence. Flash flooding, trapping this driver in his SUV. Afraid he'll be swept away, he and his dog abandoning the car.
I was definitely more worried about the dog than the car.
Those heavy downpours making visibility so poor, drivers forced to pull over and wait out the storm. This Indiana neighborhood completely flooded, and more rain expected today. Tornado warnings issued in South Dakota. An incredible light show seen there.
The search for that 2-year-old girl resumes today, even after a night of relentless rains. Residents here holding out some hope, George, that she'll be found alive.
Okay, Rob, thanks very much. So much rain there, Ginger, and more is coming.
More is coming. More is falling right now. Let's look at the radar. In East Texas, places like Trinity, Texas, picked up 3 to 6 inches of rain with this band in just the last 3 hours. Tropical depression, Bill, so the remnants of what was the storm, are still circulating and sluggishly moving through Oklahoma, and eventually this model takes you through the next 24 hours. It'll be right there in northern Arkansas, Fort Smith to Springfield to St. Louis. So the heavy rains are not done. They're just slowly moving to the north and east. That's why we see flash flood watches still from the border of Mexico up to southern Illinois. The bullseye for the next couple of days is going to be in the Ozarks there, right there in parts of southern Missouri, northern Arkansas. I'll have a lot more coming up. There's a severe weather threat, of course, today, too. You'll see that soon.